If you know something is unjust, if you know something isn't right, speak up, say something. You don't necessarily have to cause a tidal wave, but just don't go along with it. That's it. You don't need to necessarily rally all of the troops as well, but just say, you know what? Not me. Not today. It's not happening. I'm not going to cause this person harm. That doesn't make sense to me. If someone else feels it makes sense, okay. But now, if everyone did that, we know in this case study at least 90+% of people would have said no. 10% would have still gone along with it. This study shows this. This experiment shows this, right? 10% will still go along. I feel that's probably right. 10% of people, maybe they aren't the most positive people for their fellow human, right? Okay, but 90% is the vast majority. 90% of the people know the right thing to do. Only 1/3 act on it. I implore you to be one of that 1/3. If you're listening to this podcast, if you're actively engaging in self-improvement, self-development, improving your overall health, and you're trying to preach that to others, you have to be that person. You have to be the person to call out an authority when you feel something is being done unjustly. You have to call out any type of rules or laws or anything that you feel is being put into effect that you feel is unjust. That's essentially the bottom line, is how we have to live as humans. If we do not believe that this serves our fellow human, we can't do it. If it serves a corporation to a greater degree, that doesn't mean that it serves us. If it serves to make more profit for a big corporation, that doesn't mean it serves more people. We have to understand that oftentimes people in authority are put there because of a lot of dollars in private interests. So when we look at overall just politics and governments all around the world in general, it's often a popularity contest dictated by a very large, as they call it, war chest in order to be elected. It's said in the United States government, for you to become president, you need to have raised over $1 billion in terms of advertising and marketing spend. Well, a lot of that's going to come from private interest groups. And those private interest groups are going to, of course, want to get a return on that investment. And that could be voting a certain way, doing certain things. So what I want us to realize is that as people, I believe people know innately the right thing to do. When it starts to come to larger corporations, corporate interests, governments, certain authorities, I think that sometimes their interest can be swayed. Deep down, they know the right thing to do, but they've made compromises along the way. Those compromises along the way have compromised their integrity. And now when the integrity is not there, well, oftentimes one small little, glitch in their integrity, one little notch down, the next one, it starts to add up over time and they almost become desensitized to it. It is our job to make sure that we know and that we say something and we say that this is not okay, that this is unjust. It's not something we're going to stand for. And as part of that 1/3, we're going to use our voice to say so. And if that 1/3 says something, believe me, 90% of all the other people will eventually follow. Because when the truth is on your side and humanity is on your side, you're always going to end up being right.